What's going on, sis? How you doing today? I got one affirmation for you today. It's about self-love, okay? Today's self-love affirmation is I forgive myself, okay? You forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the things that you didn't know, okay? Forgive yourself for the mistakes that you have made. Forgive yourself for the things that you're trying to forget, okay? I promise you, once you can really look in the mirror, embrace your wrongdoings, embrace the wrongdoings that people might have inflicted on you, because sometimes you got to forgive other people for yourself, not even for them, okay? Once you can extract that sour piece, when I tell you, you'll be able to move with so much more grace. You will be able to exude so much more love. You'll be able to feel a lighter load. You won't feel as much as a load. You won't be carrying around so much of a burden because you haven't forgive yourself, okay? When you forgive yourself, you can't help but to like beam more love into yourself, if you get what I'm saying, okay? Forgive yourself, sis. It's okay, okay? I know I forgive myself. I'm looking at myself while I say this. I forgive myself. Say it with me. I forgive myself, okay? I love you so much. Hey, sis. How are you? I have an affirmation for you today. Today's affirmation is I am beautiful on the inside and out. See, the great thing about beauty is that it's subjective, regardless if it's on the inside and out. And because beauty is subjective, that is what makes you beautiful, because we all don't look the same. We all don't have the same way of thinking. That's what makes us beautiful, okay? You are beautiful on the inside for your beautiful mind, for your thoughtfulness, the way you feel and care for people. You are beautiful on the inside because of your abilities to keep going every single day and to keep thriving to become a better person. You're beautiful on the outside because of the way God made you, honey, okay? Just because you might have one dimple on one side and just none on the other, that's okay. You might have a big forehead like me, but guess what? It's subjective, okay? And I love it here, okay? You are beautiful in all ways, and can't nobody tell you different. And to be honest with you, when you can have confidence in that beauty, regardless of where it's exuding from, whether it's from the inside or out, when it shows up, it's gonna shine. It's gonna shine so bright like it's meant to be. You know what I'm saying? So stay beautiful. Believe that you're beautiful, okay? The more you tell it to yourself, the more you're going to believe it. I know for a fact, I am beautiful, and I love it here, and I hope you do too. I love you, sis. I'll catch you later. Hey, sis. What's going on? I have an affirmation for you today. Today's affirmation is I accept and embrace every season of my life. Let's keep it a buck. Every day is not sunshines, rainbows, and pots of gold, right? There's some times that we go through that are going to be really challenging. There's times we feel like we're just going to be broken. But really, it's a test. It's a test from God to see that if you're willing to get dragged through the filthiest mud, to see if you want to elevate, to see if you want to become a better person, okay? Remember, your growth is contingent upon how you do in those bad seasons. It's okay to be frustrated, but it's not okay to stay stagnant in that space of who you are at that time. I know I was humbled very quickly when I realized that if I wanted to become a better person, I had to learn from this lesson. I had to be proactive. Something had to change in my mindset, in the way I reacted to things, if I wanted to be put in a better position. Sometimes God disrupts your life to show you, hey, I have something here better. But are you willing to learn this lesson at the expense of being a better person? So it's okay. It's okay to go through things that you feel like might break you. The beauty in all of this is that God bends us just enough so that we can learn this lesson. God said, how far are you willing to go to be a better person? And if you don't learn in that time, it's like, okay, I'll let you rock. We'll try this lesson again another time. Learn your lesson, sis. Embrace it. Don't try to run from it. Don't try to duck and hide, because it's not going to be conducive to your growth. Learn your lesson. Take accountability. Accept it. Grow from it. I hope this helps. I love you so much, sis. Hey, sis. How are you? I have an affirmation for you today. Today's affirmation is, I am gentle and patient with myself. Social media plays such a big role in how we feel we should think about ourselves, where we think we should be in life. But in reality, it don't match. So that's why it's important to just be patient and gentle with yourself. Being patient with yourself looks like understanding that your self-development is on its own entire scale. Our lives go at different pace. That's why we see some people at the age of 21 with a car, with their own house, and some people at the age of 26 who don't have a car but are building their business from the ground up, right? Being patient with yourself looks like understanding that everything in life is working for you. It's not working against you, but it's working for you. Those long nights, them long hours that you're putting in to perfect your craft is paying off. Now, being gentle with yourself looks like understanding it's okay to have challenging days. When you have challenging days, your best is going to look different every single day, and that's okay. Even though your best looks different every single day, the fact of the matter is that you tried. And if you tried, and that's the biggest thing that you can exude for the day, it is okay. Being gentle with yourself means paying attention to your mind, body, and soul, making sure that you're feeding it the necessary so that you can go on every single day. Going on every single day has like a different factor of components within itself. That could just mean to be calm, to be happy, or to even just be restored. Can you imagine what it would be like if we didn't give ourselves that patience, that grace, that understanding within ourselves? I don't even want to think about like how I would feel. I know that I'm gentle with myself. I know that I take the time to get tuned in with my body and understand how I'm feeling, because if I understand how I'm feeling, that allows me to communicate to other people like, yo, I don't have the capacity today. Can we come back to this tomorrow? Because sometimes you need that. Be gentle with yourself. You're not always going to live up to the expectations of what other people think you should be, where they think you should be in life, or even sometimes how they want to be treated, because at the end of the day, you're human too, and you got to take care of yourself before you can try to please anyone else. I hope this helps, sis, all right? I love you so much. Later. Hey, sis. How are you today? I have an affirmation for you. Today's affirmation is, I celebrate myself. Sometimes I think the only celebrations we think about are the tangible things, right? The things that we can see, the things that we can feel. But it's important to celebrate the wins that are within. You know, sometimes there's a win with just getting up out of bed and making your bed this morning. There's a win in actually getting up and going to the gym, completing that full workout. There's a win in eating properly for a whole week. There's a win in not consuming alcohol for a whole month, right? Those are all wins that have to be celebrated. It's a win because it's the self-discipline that you've acquired within yourself. And truth be told, sometimes it's not for everyone to see. And because it's not for everyone to see, it's important that you're acknowledging it within yourself. Acknowledging those wins allows you to keep going and to keep setting new goals for yourself. Celebrating yourself might look like buying yourself a reward that you've always wanted. Maybe you go get a donut. Celebrating yourself looks like sitting in your happiness, taking the time to sit and reflect on how you did the damn thing. Sitting in your happiness looks like, how am I feeling? I want to remember this feeling so that the next time I complete the next task, I can feel even better, or I want to feel this feeling again. Sometimes celebrating yourself means adding a little tax onto that self-care. You might go to get your nails done. Shoot, go get a facial. Go get a massage. Celebrate yourself. Take care of yourself. It's okay to be happy. See, now the beauty in all of this is that because you're celebrating yourself and you're actually making yourself feel good, it's because of the disciplinary acts that you took upon yourself. So it's a win-win in every situation. Take the time to celebrate yourself. Not everyone understands your growth. Not everyone understands what you're going through. And it's not always for everyone to understand. But as long as you know, as long as I know, baby, we good over here, okay? I hope this helps. I love you so much, sis. Later. Hey, sis. How are you today? I have an affirmation for you. Today's affirmation is, I am confident. Some of us are born with confidence. We're just naturally confident. And for some of us, it's something that we have to develop. Me being one of them. Confidence is a beast to master. But with practice, positive affirmations, and faith, you'll be able to make it look like it's something that you never even lacked to begin with. If no one has told you yet, I am proud of the hurdles that you have overcome that nobody even knows about. I'm proud of you for taking yourself out of your comfort zone so that you could grow. Whether you know it or not, sis, this is you building your confidence and setting yourself up for that long-term success. So keep going. Something that I want you to remember is that your confidence is going to take you places where your comfort zone can't, all right? Remember that. I hope this helps, and I love you so much, sis. Hey, sis. How are you? I have an affirmation for you today. Today's affirmation is, I am disciplined in my habits to reach my goals. The word discipline sounds so rigorous and it sounds a little intimidating, but it takes a lot of willpower and a lot of mental strength. To be disciplined means you have a lot of internal control within yourself, and it's something that just spills out into our daily regimens, right? To be disciplined looks like limiting your screen time. Sometimes we need to learn to put our phones down, put the laptop away, turn off the TV, and maybe pick up a book, pick up a journal to become in touch with yourself, to see how you're feeling, to see if you're growing. What are the things that you want to talk about that you're not talking about? Discipline can also look like going to the gym, being consistent, having a habit of going to the gym. Maybe if the gym is too much, maybe just moving your body, going for a walk, doing something that is going to better your health. Sometimes discipline don't have nothing to do with the way you eat, the way we sit on our phones. Sometimes it has a lot to do with the way we allow people to treat us. Have discipline in your standards. Have discipline in who you are, and that'll spill over into how you allow people to talk to you, how you allow people to treat you. It's not something that happens overnight, but it's definitely something that you have to have the willpower to try and to keep trying every single day. Sometimes motivation and inspiration isn't enough. When you don't have that to rely on, you know that you can always rely on being disciplined. In my opinion, being disciplined is the highest form of self-love. Make use of it. Love yourself enough to stay consistent. Love yourself enough to have discipline and control in what you eat, how you allow people to treat you, and just your daily regimens, okay? I hope this helps. I love you so much, sis. Hey, sis. How are you? I have an affirmation for you today. Today's affirmation is, I love my body. I know that our body is really a tug and war, down to its physical appearance, down to what we might be consuming, but it's important to love our body through all those phases. Now, I'm gonna keep it honest with you. Loving your body requires some confidence, okay? You have to have some confidence in the skin that you are walking in. This looks like feeding your body the nutrients that it needs to be able to not just survive, but to thrive. We have one body, and the more we can do to take care of it, the more chances we have of increasing the longevity of our life. Loving your body looks like embracing all them back rolls, being proud of them thunder thighs, and everything else that you see imperfections in. We're not perfect, okay? I know I'm not perfect. My body is nowhere near where I want it to be, but I'll be damned if I did not love my body through the phases that it's going through. Do I like my back rolls? No. But do I love my body enough to do what I gotta do to get rid of them? Of course. And honestly, I've learned to embrace my back rolls because it's a part of who I am, a growing Black woman. Love your body well enough to listen to her when she's tired, when she's feeble or unwell. Something to always remember is that your body is always gonna be a work in progress. It's constantly changing through the different phases of life that we go through. Don't be so hard on yourself. Imagine being hard on yourself and not loving your body. Then you would be forced to really choose a struggle. Why choose a struggle when you can just simply love your body, when you can simply embrace your body, okay? We're not perfect. We can be perfect through what we love on, if that makes sense. I know I love my body. It's nowhere where I want it to be, but it makes the process a little bit easier of getting to where I want to be. I love you so much, and I hope this helps. Later, sis. Hey, sis. How are you? I have an affirmation for you today. Today's affirmation is, I am prioritized. Oftentimes, it's in our nature to put people before ourselves, and we're always putting ourselves last just because it's in our nature to just care, about others. But let's be real, sometimes we get overwhelmed, sometimes we get tired, and that's why it's important to prioritize yourself. Prioritizing yourself looks like putting yourself first. When you put yourself first, you'll be amazed at how much energy you have to be of service to other people. Putting yourself first looks like saying no to other people. Even if you don't have nothing to do, you could just not have the energy, you could not have the mental capacity, and that's okay. Why? Because you're prioritizing your mental health and your physical health. Prioritizing yourself looks like making sure you eat. This one sounds so cheesy, but I'm being so for real, and I'm speaking to myself when I say this because I'm the type of person that likes to complete tasks, and I'm like, okay, when I complete this task, then I can do this, and you forget to eat. Make sure you nourish your body. Make sure you're fueling it with what it needs so that you can be of service to yourself and to other people. Prioritizing yourself looks like having downtime. The downtime could be watching your favorite TV show. It could be reading a book. It could even be sleeping. It could just be sitting in silence. Prioritizing yourself looks like doing something that will satisfy your body. It's a very scary thought to think about where we could be if we don't take care of ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, just all the above. So just remember to prioritize yourself, sis, okay? I'm all here for you taking care of other people, but I want you to take care of yourself. I hope this helps. I love you, sis. Hey, sis. How are you? I have an affirmation for you today. Today's affirmation is, I am evolving from within. I feel like it takes us a while to understand what it means to really evolve from within. We spend so much time just living in the moment, going through the motions of life, but we never take time to really sit back and think, am I grown as a person? Am I pleasing to someone else's eye? Am I pleasing to God? Taking the time to learn to evolve from within is just going to put you on a whole different level of consciousness within yourself. Taking the time to evolve will allow you to be the inspiration for other people who want to be better too. Your light and your energy is going to shine so bright from within because of the time that you take to put in that self-work. Evolving from within means you look in the mirror and you face your demons. Evolving from within means understanding that you have some toxic traits too, and you learn how to grow from them and take accountability from those spaces. Evolving from within means that you're always reflecting and you're always yearning to figure out ways of how to become a better person. You can even Google prompt questions on ways I can reflect on myself and my actions. I know it's not easy to sit there and look in the mirror at ourselves and figure out what is it that we have done wrong in this lifetime. I will be the first to say it takes a lot of confidence and a lot of maturity to really sit there and look at yourself and face all of the demons that you have encountered in the past, right? But once you cross that hurdle, you will open up a whole nother dimension of just divine consciousness, another level of self-love, to understand that you're not perfect, but you're willing to work to become a better person. Evolving from within looks like having daily check-ins with yourself. How am I feeling? Is the energy that I'm putting out into the world conducive to a happy place? Evolving from within looks like checking yourself because you know you spoke to someone in a really rude tone, or you could have used better words to express yourself. Evolving from within looks like you know where to place your energy. You know who to entertain, you know who not to entertain. You know that some people are not even competent enough to understand the level in which you're speaking. Evolving from within means setting boundaries from people who just aren't on the same growth frequency as you, and that's okay. The last thing I'm gonna say is this: we can't change our past. We're not responsible for the things that happened to us as a kid, but what we are responsible for is ourselves as grown adults. We're responsible for the way we treat people. We're responsible for the way we treat ourselves, the things that we tell ourselves on a daily basis. And to be honest, it's up to you. Do you wanna become a better person? Do you wanna become a light in this world? Do you want to grow as an individual? I promise you, there's such a bigger light at the end of the tunnel when you choose to grow as a person. And the beauty in all of this is that your growth is infinite. Your growth as a person is so infinite to the point where people who knew you are going to have to learn you all over again. Let's get to that point. I know that I'm choosing to evolve as a person because I want to do it for me. I want to do it for the inner kid in me that didn't have that. I want to do it for my future children. And I want to be able to mesh my growth with whoever my future husband might be. So evolve, sis, okay? It's all right to grow. I promise you, you're going to love it there. I hope this helps, sis. I love you. Hey, sis. How are you? I have an affirmation for you today. Today's affirmation is, I am the standard. We allow social media to get into our subconscious, and sometimes it makes us not feel good enough. It makes us not feel good about ourselves. But I am here to tell you, baby, you are the standard, okay? Through what you wear, through how you carry yourself with such grace, and your morals of what you believe, you are the standard. Don't you dare ever teeter-totter on that. I will say it does take a little bit of confidence, okay? But a little bit is all you need, because once you have that bit, it's going to expand into so much bigger. I know I am the standard. I set the standard for myself of how I allow people to treat me, of how I will allow people to love on me, of how I carry myself in every capacity. I am the standard. Don't allow outside influences to dictate or evaluate who you think you should be. What is your standard? Know your standard and stand on that business, okay? You are the standard for what you expect in platonic relationships. You are the standard for what you expect in romantic relationships. You are the standard for all of those things. Never teeter-totter on that. And if them standards are too high, you don't have the right people in your life. Matter of fact, your standards are not even high. You were just expecting them from the wrong people. Just remember, you are the standard. Never ever waver on that. Don't bring it down, because every single time you do that, you disrespect yourself. You, sis, you are the standard. Stand on that. Believe in that. I hope this helps. I love you so much. Hey, sis. How are you? I have an affirmation for you today. Today's affirmation is, I believe in myself. Believe in yourself because you're capable. Believe in yourself because you know that you have the tools to do it, and sometimes we just have to get over that hump, that fear of what if it goes wrong? What if I mess up? Believe in yourself, because if you don't, who will? Think about that for a sec. If you don't believe in yourself, who will? Once you start believing in yourself, you begin to feed your subconscious into thinking, okay, if I can do this, then I can do this. And if I can do that, then I can do this. And it's just a train effect. It's a beautiful feeling when other people believe in us or they see the potential in us, but it's an even greater feeling when we see the potential in ourselves, when we can believe in ourselves. Once you believe in yourself, you are going to exude a different type of confidence where your aura is just going to shine differently, and people are going to see that. No words even have to be said. People will be able to see that. I'm here to tell you, believe in yourself, sis. Hold your chin up. Don't let that crown fall. You got this. Believe in yourself. I believe in you, but once again, it's better when you can believe in yourself. I hope this helps, and I love you so much, sis. Hey, sis. How are you today? I have an affirmation for you. Today's affirmation is, I fall in love with myself more and more each day. Falling in love with yourself every day is not an easy task. It's something that you have to take like in segments. Falling in love with yourself is not something that anyone can force you to do. It's an active choice that you have to make every single day. This is going to help you in your self-development, and it's also going to set the foundation for yourself most and foremost. It's going to set the foundation for your partner. It's going to set the foundation for your kids as well. When you are able to purely, organically find a love within yourself, it's something that has no choice but to continue to bloom. Falling in love with yourself every day looks like telling yourself, I love myself. I love my nose. I love my big old forehead. I love my big ears. I love my little tummy, all of that. Because once you start to say it, you actually begin to believe it. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a difference between trying to manipulate it and like not lose your belly fat, but embrace yourself through the process of it. Choosing to fall in love with yourself more and more each day really opens up a realm for just self-discovery. It makes you want to learn more about yourself, your likes, your dislikes, whatever the case may be. Once you start to gain that love for yourself, it's going to show through the way you walk, through the way you talk, through the way you allow people to treat you, and people are going to realize, oh, that aura different. You can't play with that. Once you can instill that self-discipline into yourself, once you can instill those love morals into yourself, you're going to have no choice but to project that onto other people. Not in a forceful way, but just in a way of, I want to be like that. And that's the goal, to really just spread love and positivity, okay? I love you so, so much, sis. I'll catch you later. Hey, sis. How are you today? First of all, happy Valentine's Day. OMG, it's the day of love. But today's affirmation is, I am love. I don't know how many of us have actually heard, like, I am love, you know? It makes you want to think, what does it mean to be loved? We know what it means to be loved, but let's think about it. What does it mean to be loved? To be loved looks like pouring into someone else's cup. To be loved means to give someone something that they didn't know that they needed. And I'm not talking materialistically, I'm talking internally. To be loved means that I'm kind to myself, I'm gentle to myself. To be loved means that you drop the ego. Because when you think about it, love and ego cannot coexist. Confusion and love cannot coexist. To be loved means that you are purely radiating a feeling, or maybe it's something tangible that makes someone feel special or makes them feel good. I think a lot of times we all want to be loved, but we never take the time to think about how we can be loved. Sometimes we gotta stop thinking about what it is that we want to receive and what it is that we have to give. I am a firm believer in good karma and bad karma. Once you can understand the concept of how to be loved, you're gonna realize that it's something that exists all around you. Once you understand how to be loved, you're gonna realize that you are love. You have the power to exude that. You have the power to let that rub off on people. Learning how to be loved requires a level of honesty. It requires a level of vulnerability within yourself. But when you can unlock that feature, you're gonna be on a deep search for other ways of how you can be loved. The beauty in all of this is that you are what you attract. If you are love, you are gonna attract love. There's gonna be people who try to come into your life to manipulate you, to try to take advantage of you. But the gag is you are divinely protected and covered, that there's no negative vibe, negative energy that can try to steal from you. You can't steal from what God has ordained. You feel me? Once you shift your perspective on what it means to be loved, shifting your perspective on what is it that I can give to other people, your cup will always be full. If we keep trying to search for love, we'll never find it. The real love is within, because you are love. What you have been searching for, what you have been needing, is already inside of you. It just takes the key of vulnerability, it takes the key of honesty to open that. Sit in that love, sis, and bask in it, because you deserve it. Your body deserves it. Your spirit, your mind, your soul deserves it. Your physical deserves it. I am love. You are love. I really hope y'all enjoyed this 14-day series of self-love affirmations. To be honest with y'all, I felt internally led to do this 14-day series for y'all, and I just really hope y'all enjoyed it and were able to digest the content that I gave y'all. Lastly, happy Valentine's Day. This is the happy Valentine's Day to my sis who is in a relationship, a healthy, thriving, romantic relationship. This is to my sis who might be single or in a situationship. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoy your day. I love you.